The upcoming World Age Group competition has many looking forward to it. After all, who doesn't like to see some of their favorites jumping, bouncing, or even twisting their bodies in the art of gymnastics? However, this year we've got some familiar faces in the games. The 61-person roster was announced just recently, and there are 14 prior medalists that fans couldn't get enough of. Today, let's find out more. Starting with the prior medalists in the roster, on Wednesday, USA Gymnastics named the 61 young gymnasts who will compete in Sofia, Bulgaria from November 23rd to the 26th in the Trampoline and Tumbling World Age Group competitions. There are 29 seasoned competitors and 14 medalists on the American team. Will Cockrill, Plano, Texas Flip Factory, and Kai Lawson, Bethesda, Maryland Dynamite Gymnastics, who placed first and second in the 13-14-year-old men's synchronized trampoline competition in 2021, will both compete again in 2022. Alexandra Mytnik, Manalapan, New York, of Elite Trampoline Academy, who won the 13-14 women's trampoline title in 2018. Ryan Maccagnan, Colorado Springs, Colorado, of Stars Gymnastics, who won the 13-14 men's synchro title in 2018. And Josie Bain, Litchfield Park, Arizona, of North Valley Gymnastics, who won the 15-16 women's double mini-trampoline title in 2018. At the May AERE Trampoline Cup in Rimini, Italy, 12 of the gymnasts who competed there also won medals on the world stage. Downers Grove Elite Sports Complex, as well as Micah Miner, Glen Carbon, Kris Power Tumbling, managed to win the 13-16 women's as well as men's double mini titles, respectively, whereas Rosalie Thongphay and Santan Valley, Arizona, USA Youth Fitness Center, snagged the #1 spot in the 13-16 women's tumbling segment, which was pretty impressive to say the least. Women's trampoline saw victories from Peyton Brown, Round Rock, Texas, Tumble Tech in the 17-21 age group, and Leah Garafalo, Cream Ridge, New Jersey, Elite Trampoline Academy in the 13-16 age group. Up next, our favorite Amarillo sisters in attendance. The Amarillo-based Graham sisters Blake and Chandler will be representing the United States in the tumbling and trampoline (TNT) discipline of gymnastics on Team USA at the upcoming World Championships. Trampoline, tumbling, and double mini trampoline are all part of the TNT discipline. A double mini is a two-stage event in which competitors must first mount the angle portion of the double mini trampoline and then dismount from the flat portion of the apparatus with a series of flips and twists before sticking the landing on the mat. Both sisters have won 2 national titles in their respective age and level categories in this discipline. Although the double mini trampoline is not yet an Olympic sport, it is recognized by the International Federation of Gymnastics for competition at the World Games and other international competitions. Blake Graham, the eldest of the 2 sisters, was chosen to be an elite specialist in the double mini for the junior national team. Blake is 15 years old. She plans to attend the national team training camp in Mountain Lakes, New Jersey next month. Blake plays volleyball for Tascosa High School and is a sophomore there. The 2 sisters are coached by Tim Hall at All-American Gymnastics in Amarillo. Several members of the TNT national team trained at that facility. Moving on, the participants trained hard for this event. Over 70 members of the junior and senior national teams who specialize in trampoline, tumbling, and double mini trampoline met for a joint training camp. The 2022 TNT World Championships and World Age Group competitions will be placed in November in Sofia, Bulgaria. Therefore, many campers spent the 17th through the 20th preparing for those events. For others, working with the national team personnel was an opportunity to get a firm grasp on fundamentals and develop their potential. The national team camp in September was the first time this year when gymnasts of all ages, from juniors to seniors, from all trampoline and tumbling sports practiced together. Attendees were able to speak with specialists in sports psychology and the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency, in addition to obtaining technical advice from coaches and therapists. Finally, Connor McLean won't be there. U.S. all-around champion Connor McLean said online that a back ailment would prevent her from competing in the next International Gymnastics Championships. 2 weeks ago, McLean had been preparing for a selection camp where she would compete for one of 5 spots for the Women's World Squad. Although this is very upsetting after such a successful year, she posted, "I'm ready to come back next year stronger and healthier." McLean bested Shalise Jones by 0.75 points after Jones made a mistake on the last skill of her final routine. In her first year competing in the Senior Nationals, McLean became just the 6th woman since 2000 to win the all-around title. The other 5, most recently Simone Biles, went on to win Olympic and global all-around crowns. After a selection camp, a committee will determine the final 5 members of the Women's World Squad. The highest performer across all categories on the first day of the 2-day camp has assured a spot on the 6-woman traveling squad, with one of the other 6 players being named an alternate. U.S. Championships all-around runner-up Jordan Chiles, freshman Kayla DiCello from the University of Florida, who claimed at nationals that she did not want to compete for the global squad, and Tokyo Olympic floor exercise winner Jade Carey followed McLean and Jones. Moving on to other news. First up, 3 Stanford gymnasts will be representing the USA. On Thursday morning, Stanford's Brody Malone, Colt Walker, and Asher Hong learned that they would be joining the 5-person U.S. men's gymnastics squad. As a result of his August victory at the OOFOS U.S. Gymnastics Championships, Malone has ensured himself a starting position. 2 days of competition at the U.S. Men's World Team Selection Camp this week led to Walker and Hong's selection. Walker scored the greatest all-around score out of the 8 gymnasts fighting for the last 3 slots on the squad, while Hong had the top single session all-around score. Championships and other professional high points have already piled up for the trio. Malone competed for the United States States in the 2022 Olympic Games in Tokyo, and she is the current all-around and vault champion of the United States. Walker, a 2022 NCAA All-American and member of 2 NCAA championship teams, will make his World Championship debut on the parallel bars this year. If he makes it to the finals, Hong will become the youngest American male athlete to ever participate in a global championship. 6 months ago, Malone and Walker helped the Stanford men's gymnastics team win its 3rd straight NCAA championship. Next, Carnes finally gets his big moment. Both Matt Cormier, Milton, Massachusetts, and Joshua Carnes, Erie, Pennsylvania, of the U.S. men's senior development team will compete in the next Big World Challenge Cup, held from October 7th to 9th in Mersin, Turkey. While both gymnasts had competed internationally before, it was at the junior level. This weekend, 2 of Penn State's best gymnasts will compete against their peers from 24 other nations for apparatus crowns. Cormier is going to compete on the floor, the parallel bars, and the horizontal bar. Carnes will compete beside him on the pommel horse, parallel bars, and high bar. Friday morning at 7 a.m. ET is the qualifying round for the men's floor exercise, pommel horse, and parallel bars event. On Saturday at 7 a.m. ET, the trials for the horizontal bar will begin. On Sunday, the top 8 gymnasts from each event will compete for medals. The final of the men's floor competition will kick off a jam-packed day of gymnastics on Sunday, which will begin at 6:30 a.m. ET. It's 7 a.m. ET, and the winners of the pommel horse and parallel bar events will be announced. At 10:50 a.m. ET, the last event, the horizontal bar, will conclude the tournament. Finally, Jung going places. Addison Fada and Caitlin Jung both had successful first outings at the FIG World Challenge Cup this past weekend in Szombathely, Hungary, winning 2 medals between them. Fada took home gold on the vault, and Jung won the floor exercise title. Similarly, first-year senior Levi Jung-Ravivar was in action and qualified for the floor final. On Friday, Fada placed 4th on the vault, 12.816, first on the uneven bars, 13.5, and first on the bouncing beam, 11.966, all in their individual finals. Jung placed 2nd in both the uneven bars, 13.366, and the floor exercise, 13.466, preliminaries, while Jung-Ravivar was 3rd on the floor exercise, 13.2, and 10th on the balance beam, 11.866. Fada lifted the standard on day 2, besting her day 1 results on vault and uneven bars at Arena Severia. On vault, her 13.366, 13.066 beat out Slovenia's Teja Balak's 13.216 by 0.150 a point. After that, Fada scored 13.6 on uneven bars, good enough for a bronze medal, while Jung also placed in the top 5 in this event with a score of 13.133. That's a wrap for this video. Who out of the previous 16 will you be rooting for? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.